Hello and good evening, everybody. I am going to attempt to have a good time at Misty. Thank you for the well wishes. We're going to hop right into it this evening because the kiddo, out of character, is currently boiling alive in their own house. So they feel like VR is a little out of the option right now. So I'll be going in solo again. But Friday, we ought to have something good for you guys. But in the meantime, we're just going to get right into this. While there's a bunch of noise going on in the spawn box. But, people be people. Let's go.
It's not 2D.
Yeah. Hopefully they do. Um, once I basically said if they get to a point where they feel like they're not going to die if they get in VR, they're free to join. But for the meantime, I am heading on in. I forgot to do one thing. Because I literally almost just did this. Let's put my camera there so I don't punch my monitors or run into my desk. And there is one other thing that I would like. Delicious. Yeah. Do I need to remind you to hydrate whenever you're doing all the chit chatty? Come on in.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, you don't know where you are?
What are you talking about?
You said that you didn't know where you were?
No?
Yeah, I'll start harassing you about it then.
Yeah, maybe. Hey guys. Hello.
It's early in the lobby, so, well, it's half an hour into the lobby. Okay, there are a few more people here than I was expecting, but it does seem a little quiet today. Is that... Yeah, it is. Who the fuck? Mm.
That as well. I've been more or less trying to avoid that, but
But yeah.
odd times where
It's a habit that you have which you have to overcome with practice and experience.
I do not know how long I will be going this evening. Just depends on who all shows up and I talk to. And how long that goes on. If I go 15 minutes, 10 minutes without really talking to anybody, in character that is, I might just call it. But for the meantime, I am here. And I am... Still getting into the mindset. Yes. I really don't like the IK 2.0 animation for walking. It's too sway. It sways way too much. And yeah. I might actually try to go in and edit that. Learn a new skill. Anybody? Nobody? 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 Cool. I needed to talk to them. Evening.
Evening.
I actually wanted to talk to you, if you have a moment.
Oh, sure. What about?
I recently came into possession of about 5 pounds of magisteel. I talked to Bishop about it, and well, they kind of recommended you. If you had 5 pounds of magisteel, what would you make out of it?
About 5 pounds of it, I could make a couple things. I could probably make a pair of gauntlets, a shield, some art, probably a chest plate. I could make various different weapons with it. It would all really depend.
I see. But if it was your preference of what was made out of it, what would it be?
Probably in your case, maybe a pair of gauntlets that assist with fine-tuning your magic, or a sword of some sorts that has a boon on it.
Well, considering that I'm magically dead, I think is the term for it. Yeah. Do you know if some material is particularly what's the term? Not susceptible, amenable to enchantments? Like, does it hold certain enchantments better than others, or is it easier to enchant?
Usually Mana Steel allows for spells to run through it very well, but it also does allow certain enchantments to hold a lot stronger onto it.
I see.
It's a lot easier to make certain enchantments with it at times.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you for your insight.
Under the water is where Wayne will go. He'll drown to his life.
It all really depends on the enchantment that you want, but usually they are much stronger. Since it is magically imbued already.
I see. Well, if you happen to think of anything in particular that might be useful, let me know. And if,
Understood.
there's another guild member that might need a weapon or something of the sort that, it could be used to, channel better. I wouldn't be, unwilling to, separate visit. So long as it was, a comparable compensation of some sort.
Gotcha. There's also, I have in the past also made firearms with it, if that is something you would like to possibly do at some point.
How exactly does that work?
It would be basically, there's various ways to make a arcane weapon out of it, arcane firearm out of it. Either you could make the firing mechanism, you can either make the firing mechanism or the barrel itself have a specific rune type on it that allows it for when the bullet passes through, imbue it with a certain elemental type.
Mm.
You can also if you want, just imbue it with just your standard pure arcane when it passes through, so that way it just does standard magic damage as well
I see.
for creatures that are more susceptible to magic attacks than physical.
So, kind of like a untyped version of magic? Or.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Okay. Not really big on using firearms. I mean, I do have fun, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. All right. I'll keep that in mind. But if anyone asks about having a weapon made or something of the sort, knows that it's available. If
Understood.
they're willing to come to some sort of agreement in regards to payment.
Mm-hmm. I know most people would be more than willing to trade or offer services in return for probably such equipment.
Well, thank you for your time. I'll
No
let you
problem.
get back to where you were going.
If I do think of something, I'll let you know.
Okay.
You have a good day, Kaz.
You as well, Ren. Yeah, I mean, like, I know how to apply the animations and whatnot. I just need to actually learn how to edit them. Because I really dislike how much hip sway is going on. I mean, as bad as it is to say, this would be more along the lines of like a female walk animation, in my opinion. And closer to what the female walk animation was for SDK 2.0. But hey, that bit of business is taken care of. Now that I'm thinking about it, Kaz could hold that material in reserve for making something for Lynette.
Oh, by the way, I got these common glowing mushrooms that can be used for relaxants and can be used for healing potions too at cave.
Oh. Oh yeah. Did you figure out
She's
what those
just
medicinal
pulling on
herbs
your leg.
are used for? Can you stop that?
Which ones?
Those. I don't know which ones. The ones I gave you. Please stop that.
She struggled with lightning enough. I have a bit of a resistance.
Now, for the title of the stream. Sit. I also really should have learned to use the bathroom before starting stream by now. And there's a small fry. Okay.
That many people bugging me at the same time.
Yeah.
It's usually like staggered. You know what I mean?
Well, it's always good for a little bit of change, isn't it?
The tech priest is here this evening. Okay. And they're already starting spars. That shows you how slow of a lobby it is right now. So I may end up changing Cass's base yet again. And potentially making him a little less optimized. What are they fighting against? Who's the midget? Like, I know that's him. No clue. Hmm. But yeah, quiet evening. Quiet evening. I initially thought I was going to be super late this evening, but thanks to technical issues at one of the job sites I work at, I got to come home early because their security system was screwed. And it wasn't letting me batch through anything. So, here I am, sitting by myself, observing. And let's see, firearm-wise, if we were just making barrels, could probably get 3 barrels out of a 1-pound ingot without having to resmelt the material back into smaller ingot or bullion block, whatever you want to call it. Hey, Wolfie's here. I am happy to see them getting back into RP. Metal Sonic enough. Void corrupted something or other. Oh, look, it's Quill. Hmm. Going and sitting under a tree. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. I'm half tempted to go talk to them. Hmm. You know what? I'm going to go use the restroom real quick, and if they're still sitting there whenever I come back, I'm going to go talk to them. Damn, it is so quiet. I'll at least shut my door. I might have lived in a barn once, but that doesn't mean that I live like an animal. Okay, bathroom break. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Took a bit of a hydration break too while I was at it. Because as we all know, hail hydration. Alright. So I've really been enjoying elbow trackers, to be honest. They've been nice. Knee trackers haven't been as phenomenal. At least for me, currently. But, everything's unmuted, let's go. Mwah. Oh no, they went invisible. My kisses turn people invisible. Scaly's a wonderful bean. Does great particle animation work too. So if you're ever looking for anybody to set up some particle animations for your characters, maybe talk to them. That is, if they have any availability. Don't know if they do.
He is a friend, but I'm not gonna hurt you because of that. She's gonna start healing. The bruising is going to go down, but expect
Yeah.
it's like
They are back alive.
advanced. It's moved along some,
Yeah.
so it's in the like
What is
purple
the range?
yellowish stage where it's kind of nasty.
Astral
And
and
it still
Rodriel
kind of
have been
hurts if
spending more
someone
time in
pokes
that
it,
realm,
but
and
you're at
eventually
least probably going
they
to
were
be
asked by the
fine by
Olympians
the end
to
of it, sure.
repay the supposed debt by going into Tartarus and gathering something. However, there
Olympians.
they supposedly only have 1% chance of surviving that shit. So of course they refused, which caused them to attack Rodriel, and Rodriel in turn sent
This
Astral
works
back
like a
home,
health potion. Okay.
where she got a hold of me,
Take that.
so we went
That should
back.
In general, heal you, and it'll focus on the most hurt part, which for you it sounds like it's the dick.
Wait, did you stick the pill in your dick?
By diplomacy, you
Yeah,
know.
what do you expect me to do?
It's too late.
Demigod, I believe.
That's a problem.
Balls now. Which would also technically still work for the potion, but it's
Probably a little painful now.
wait, what? You just stuck a pill in your dick.
What the fuck am I overhearing? Okay, I'm walking away. I'm walking away.
Either you're extremely old or you can't count that high. Either one is completely okay.
Maybe. I used to be a construct, so I've been alive for a very long time.
Excuse my hip bones. Okay. That's
okay.
interesting. What is a
My hip
construct?
bones do that.
Yours do too?
A being, at least in my case, a being created from magic and paper.
Oh, interesting.
May I provide some additional information?
Feel free.
Constructs are typically, beings, normally automatons that don't really have a whole lot of their own thoughts or opinions. They're constructed and built to do a specific task. Some are capable of multitasking, if they are designed to do so. However, as I've come to find out, there are some that are unique in the way that they are able to think and act on their own, make their own decisions. These days, in the technological terms, we would call that artificial intelligence. So, I suppose some artificial intelligence is a sapience of its own.
I know an artificial intelligence. She's very nice.
I happen to know one as well. Well, not exactly know them, but acquainted.
I see.
Hmm.
You have to forgive my ignorance, but most of what you just said makes no sense towards me.
Most people don't necessarily
I've only been here
understand.
for 2 days.
Well, do you know and understand what the machine is?
I've no. Oh, well, I mean, to some extent, we have boats that fly,
Um,
and that's powered by some sort of machinery. But other than that, I have no idea.
Well, constructs can be very much the same way. They can be bipedal or quadrupedal. I've actually seen a few that are octopedal as well. Those
Oh, wow.
tend to creep people out, so.
You're one of those?
I was. Technically, I don't think I am anymore. I have flesh body now. Still getting used to it.
Oh, wow. Everybody else I've met, there was a small blue and yellow fellow. He told me he doesn't have, like, skin, and he's just a husk, and that his clothes aren't clothes, that's his body.
There are some beings like that, yes.
Like him?
I
Are you
mean,
a construct?
They shot me in the dick.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh,
They shot me in the dick.
I'm sorry for your
And then
loss.
somebody shoved a pill up my dick.
They
They shot me in the dick.
Yeah.
oh no! Aren't you the one that lost to the little girl?
Yes.
I'm sorry for your loss.
That is why you
Not gonna
never
have children.
What's up, Dan?
judge someone by their appearances. Even the smallest things can pack a big punch.
A minigun.
That's the first time I've seen it. That was very interesting.
The one with the sparkly hair over there, the purplish pink sparkly hair, they're able to pull a motorcycle out of nowhere. So, it wouldn't surprise me.
Sparkle bitch.
That one?
Yeah.
Sparkle
Nani?
bitch.
Who said sparkle, bitch?
Whoa!
It's me. What do you want?
Sparkle bitch.
Regular bitch. High five. Woo. Oh. Okay, I'm changing my name to Eunuch bitch.
Join my pain.
So, you're no longer a construct? How does that work?
Well, technically, I was. It's a little hard to explain. I used to be made of paper. I was bound. I had a soul, but it was bound to that body. And
I see.
I don't entirely understand the process, but my creator left a body for me, which I was drawn to. I went to its location, and then I was asleep until someone woke me. And now I'm fleshy and I have to eat, and it's very different.
Have you ever tried bread? That's the one thing I've come to
Yes.
love.
That was actually one of the first things I tried.
It's only been recently that I started to have this addiction towards it. I don't know why. everything I used to hunt, I used to consume, but now all I can do is eat bread. It feels like.
I mean, there are many different types of bread to enjoy. Some of them are actually sweet, like a brioche. Then you have your more neutral breads, like your standard wheat breads and oat breads. There's honey wheat, which incorporates honey in it to it. It's still very much like standard bread, but a little sweeter. Sorry, I cook a bit.
I'm going to try all of them eventually. Have you
My
had bread
favorite is
before?
always flatbreads.
I do like that. I like that, and then there was another one I tried
No.
while I was in the desert.
Hi.
This man that was wearing a really interesting headdress came up, and he called it. I think it's called non-bread. I think that's what it was.
That one.
Yes, that
That's
is
my
a
favorite.
type of flatbread as well.
I
It is
like that.
very good.
That was really good.
I
That
like
was really yummy.
making things to dip it.
The Jewish people actually have a recipe for what they refer to as mana. No, not matzah, mana. As was depicted in the Old Testament. It's a very sweet honey and rosemary bread. It's also a flatbread. It's good.
I've come to find out I really like most types of flatbread. Apparently.
There's also pita, which
I'm
is a
just trying to learn
flatbread
how
as
to make
well. You
Pizza?
typically, yeah.
This is the soul. This is the husk man I was
Half
talking
soul.
about.
Half soul,
that's what I was
nothing
gonna
on the
say.
inside. Yep.
I was asking. That one's a construct. Is that what you are?
No, I've pretty much narrowed that out. I don't think I'm a construct or synthetic in any way. Not synthetic into my definition, anyway.
So you are organic, but you don't have a body?
It's
Or,
a
I
little
guess, organs?
complex.
Yeah.
I didn't
he also
exist,
said-
but now I exist. Best way I can describe it.
You
I
okay?
wasn't entirely sure if I had
That's
a soul.
usually how a construct works.
All these
at least in
terms
my
are new
book.
to me.
Okay.
And I've been trying to
There
find
are
someone.
other types of creatures.
No.
Bravo,
I mean a magic
I
construct.
used to know.
All right,
Well,
if it's a
but
dangerous
I-
game, it's okay.
Magic construct.
I did know somebody that was
If it's
an imaginary friend
Thank you for trying.
that just suddenly was not imaginary anymore.
Beamed.
So there's an entire realm of possibilities.
Yeah. That's one of the things that you have to learn quickly is pretty much anything is possible. As far-fetched as it sounds, it's
Sure thing, buddy.
possible.
I've seen dragons powered on energy that turn into things moving faster than I can hear. The idea of something being made out of paper does not blow my mind awful much.
Yeah.
You see, I'm worried I'm made out of paper. That's why I don't go into the water. I haven't tried.
Recommend it.
Actually, yeah. Not until I figure a few more things out.
I used to be made of
Shouldn't
paper.
be. Did I mess it up?
Did you get taller?
Did you?
Did I mess it up? I didn't get
What
taller.
was
Am
that
I
like?
taller? Hold on.
Not great.
No, I'm not taller. You're shorter.
Quite bad.
Are you allowed to peddle bees here?
You could have fooled me. You
Very
look
fragile.
entirely
You're allowed
like-
to pedal. Why is your hair black? It looks good.
I'm
I
fresh
think you're allowed to
now.
pedal
Are
anything
you
as long as it's
allowed?
not
Oh.
as long as it's not to
Used to.
children.
Fantastic,
water.
shall we?
What were,
I
what kind of
sink, so
construct
I
were you
stay away from
beforehand?
it.
What? What?
I
You want
was
bees?
a magical construct
I would like some bees.
made with a paper body.
I don't have bees.
That was very inconvenient.
I would try to.
Oh, bees!
Not really.
Got you. Okay,
If I get
bees.
caught
I
up with something, maybe I'll
remember
figure
bees.
Figure out a little bit more, but
Okay.
until then.
You know what? Since you said any kind, yeah, do a little Ziploc baggie of assorted bees. Here you go.
Will you die if you're split
It'll
open?
be
Thank
30
you.
credits.
How
I can
much?
cut
I
you
don't
open
know.
rather easily, I think.
Here's 100.
I wouldn't suggest it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
Okay.
Pleasure doing
if it
bees
comes to it,
with you.
maybe I will.
Indeed.
I think I
okay.
figured it out. It's because you're always like on your
maybe.
knees.
Yeah, maybe that.
How did you deal with things like the humidity and mold and mildew and that kind of stuff if you've ever made out of paper?
I lived in a particular part. Well, I lived in a forest. That
You see, this is what I mean. Like the top
temperature was relatively
so we're, like, more
controlled.
eye to eye now.
I see.
It was a
That's what I
fey
mean.
forest,
How dare you
and
make
I
us
had
like this.
fairly good relations with most of the people.
I see.
And then I stayed inside of my tavern until
Oh.
it,
I just looked at you. Did you not see what I did with my finger?
well,
Oh, sorry.
this happened.
Yeah.
Too fast. My eyes are too slow.
I spent a lot of time alone.
You want more?
I did as well, so for different reasons.
So here you go. Here's one on a house, my friend, since you're such a good customer.
I'm sorry, say again?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you could go.
I
He's my best customer. So
just
far.
didn't hear what you said,
Well, now he looks dead.
a bit loud over there.
Oh yeah.
Might be.
Oh, wait.
I was just saying you prefer this form of flesh and possibly bone.
Yes. I mean, it's different,
Person takes
but
drugs and then dies. Is that my fault or
different,
theirs?
and there's a lot
That's
more
their
maintenance, and I
responsibility,
don't know if I aged
Yeah,
yet,
totally.
As long as I
which
didn't,
is
like,
very
lace it with
concerning.
anything, right? Like
but I'll
the
figure it out
rice
eventually.
Or rice
But
and
I can eat food now,
rice and
which I couldn't
rice
before.
and- It's a very biblical
They're gonna make me bread. I forgot. I was gonna say that. They were gonna do that for
You
me.
sound up like the Undertaker.
I know.
I also am able to leave
Restart
and
complete.
go in places and not feel like I'm going to either A, be set on fire, or two,
He is a synth.
just turn into a little mush pile of paper.
Should I worry about that?
Wow.
Probably not. Have you ever been in rain before?
Oh boy.
I've had water on me, but just not like completely like drenched.
Have you ever
I
been...
I still drink.
Have you ever been to Lower
Then you're probably
Zafira?
not made of paper.
Have you ever been to Lower Zafira?
No, I'm scared to go there. I don't want to.
I wouldn't recommend it at this time, anyhow. It's, a bit of a war zone down there.
Me still.
Yeah.
Like my bike.
Excuse me.
Restart complete.
Hi.
So, I was hearing something about the Fae, which I don't understand. I was trying to greet people with handshakes when I first got here, and I was told that's not a good thing to do.
In...
Is that why I haven't seen them yet?
Both between
They're
the
around. One of them is
Fae
over there. Wayne
kind
is in there.
and
Or he was.
demons,
Wait,
devils, mostly devils particularly.
Yeah.
They can make deals,
Not one of my
particularly
pick up
sealed
a,
with a handshake.
Might pick up a drugs.trg, but that's not a Trojan.
And you can unwittingly make a deal that you didn't intend to,
Apparently it needs,
which,
needs more drugs.
in some cases, can end up with you not having your soul.
I got like 50 credits here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that soul thing's a pretty big deal.
For most, yes.
Okay.
Alright, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go.
I see.
By the way, I did talk to Autumn. He actually runs the guild. Remember that monster hunting guild I was talking about? Yeah, yeah.
Oh. That's the one thing I'm good at. Liking bread and killing big shit. I got this big ass sword, and that's about all it's used for. I'm pretty decent at it. I'm not gonna say I'm the best, but I'm pretty good at it.
Bro, gotta be careful.
It's just mirrors. There are exceedingly more particles in the sky than normal. Is that reality going down?
There's a few people, sparring.
You think that's what's doing it?
Yes. It was, happening whenever the yellow one was sparring earlier.
Not productive for the environment.
I mean, the barrier should be containing most of it.
So, What are you?
Human.
Oh, okay. You're like me.
I don't know if I would say exactly like you. Are you missing limbs?
I don't think so.
Mm.
I got all my feet, my arms.
Uh,
I've almost had a finger cut off, but that's about it.
This leg and this arm are Magitech.
Oh, I never would
Another
have guessed.
term I'm not used to.
It's just technology, but like with magic.
Yeah, it's
Okay, technology is machinery, correct?
in a way.
I've heard those two compared before. That's where I've heard machinery before.
Yeah. The technicians that I had built them did a good job at matching them to the opposite side.
It looks really good. I would have never known.
Yeah.
Can I ask how it was lost?
Car wreck. I was a kid still. I started out with cybernetics, but they started acting a bit weird, and I only somewhat recently found out why. And that's
Oh, whoa.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
There's interference there.
I things that I've earlier on when I didn't know this was a thing, I was short-circuiting things, and yeah, it was causing problems.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I said, I only recently found out about it. So, growing up, I had essentially what was a peg leg and a very simple arm, which was... I don't think I know them.
Is that the one with
Peg
the
leg?
leg?
Yep.
Oh.
Mm.
He's somewhere over there. I don't know. I saw him once, and I said something about his leg, and then I felt a little silly about saying something about his leg.
I'm sure he's cool with it by now.
But the old prosthetics were cabled directly into hooks that were implanted in my muscles, which allowed limited movement of them. Wasn't exactly convenient, though.
Wow. I got a question. So when you move to like a more physical body, right? Because when you're kind of like hollow or you don't have muscles. What was the jump like? What's it like to suddenly get muscles when you don't have any beforehand?
I'm just gonna chill on the floor for a minute.
Very concerning.
Okay.
Also breathing. I didn't have to breathe before.
There's a hole in my
Oh, yeah.
I don't
I
really have
technically
to.
my chest did like go up and down, but it was only automated. It was just fake to make it look like I was alive.
if you will.
But I wasn't. I didn't have any organs. So generally speaking, going from a very light body to a very heavy one,
Yeah, just give us some time.
I got very tired very quickly.
It's not my fault.
Oh, I can
I gave
imagine.
him crack. And
You know, believe it or not, I'm only like 20 pounds.
Oh.
I could throw you very far.
I could as
Yeah,
well.
Weighs
you know
20
what's weird?
pounds.
I mean, he bought it. No, it's his fault.
Yeah, you probably
They
could.
would fall over instantly from crack after he fell over instantly from taking crack from
sure we
the
could make
last
it work in
3
some way.
times in, like, 10
But I'm
minutes.
sure it wasn't only just going to a heavy body, it was just also
This time here.
mental strain of having to control something completely new and different.
Plus the emotional changes. I had emotions before, but it was limited. A lot of emotions are changed by hormones, and I have those now. So all my emotions are significantly stronger.
Dude, okay, but it's better in like the next like 20
Emotions
minutes.
get stronger when you have a real body?
At least if you have one that produces hormones.
It's a little strange sounding because I guess I don't know what I would know about emotions that I don't have.
It's not that you get more emotions, it's just that they can be affected by hormonal changes.
And those hormonal changes can be affected by outside stimuli. So, like looking up at the sky or the stars might make you happy. I'm going to presume as a construct you were able to feel happy. But
I
perhaps...
wasn't until I was much older. I gradually grew into them. I only still have half of a soul. The other half is artificial.
Okay, you'll be fine. Hey, samesies! I got half of a soul too. I'm waiting for the other half. I think still.
I want to find the man who, the dude you said, you breed souls or find them? Because I don't know what that is, and
Yeah.
I've been really trying to figure it out, but I haven't been able to find Mr. Shadow Moon.
I gotta get up.
Can you live without a
Wait,
soul?
so I think.
Technically, but it's not much of a life worth living. Your soul is who you are. Without a soul, typically you end up becoming a husk.
Oh.
Wait, aren't you a husk?
That's what
Not that kind of husk. More,
Figuratively a husk.
more like a zombie?
Figure. Yes.
So what's it like
No
going from a
sense of
half
who you
soul
are.
to a complete?
My soul still isn't complete.
Oh.
It's still half real and half artificial.
As
It's more
far
like
as
I
I'm
have half
aware,
of someone else's soul and half of my own.
Oh.
It's really weird.
I didn't even think something like that was possible.
Surprisingly.
I didn't either. I didn't even think I had a soul. But someone told me about it at some point.
Same.
They noticed that I had one, and I guess they pointed it out. But I was meant, at least when I was first created, I was meant to be a replacement for my creator's lost son. So I have half of his son's soul. Presumably whatever could be captured was up there, down there.
Isn't... I'm not well versed on the subject, but isn't that kind of bad? To split the soul like that?
Very much. I'm only just now realizing some of the ill effects of that. I don't actually have dreams. I just have memories of that life, which are sometimes very alarming.
I see.
I haven't tried dreaming or sleeping.
You've never slept before?
No.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I've only existed for a couple months.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
it's
haven't
a new
closed your
development.
eyes?
Of course I've closed my eyes. It's just I don't think I've done anything that you consider sleep.
Yeah. So, not exactly having dreams could be, I guess you could say a benefit in some cases. But if you're reliving memories, I think that might actually be worse.
Yeah, a little. It can be really, really concerning when I wake up sometimes. I think the person that I was supposed to be a mimicry of was not exactly the best person. At least, not to my qualifications. But they were an adventurer. They just did a lot of things that I'm not exactly happy about. For a little while, it started to, like, blur the lines between what was me and them. But I think I've got it under control now.
I have something like that, I think. Maybe. That's one of the few things. I went to a doctor after one of my hunts because I had been somewhat wounded, but not too badly. And I figured out I have schizophrenia, which I didn't realize was a thing. I thought everybody heard the, Yeah, remember I was telling you about the voices thing?
Yeah, I know that part.
Yeah. No, it's not too bad, I don't think. I mean, I get the bad voices sometimes, but like I was telling him, there's only bad ones, or not only bad ones, but the only bad ones I listen to are the ones that tell me to steal bread. The good ones are nice.
Oh, you haven't told me about the bad one.
Oh yeah, because the good ones don't really show up. The good ones kind of compliment me, since I'm always on my own. I don't really get the extra compliments for my hunting.
Yeah, maybe you should hunt in group more. You know, just be a lot more social.
I don't know
I
if
couldn't
I'm
imagine
quite
having
ready.
to go at it alone.
It's not too bad after you've done it a few hundred times. It's not bad when you're by yourself. But I think I'm ready to explore the options of group hunting again. That's why I want to see that guild so badly. Maybe I could watch them hunt. I haven't been with another group since my original one, and I don't know. It's been so many years. I don't like talking.
I would never be solo.
Didn't exactly intend on being by myself. But you know, people lose focus and people mess up, and then that's how people die.
The closer I get to the group and guild, the more I get worried. You know, like people always come in and they're all injured and like Pigs misses an arm occasionally, and then so many people get scraped up. It's worrying. You know, I don't know what it's like to lose somebody or even have somebody that you're scared of losing. It's all new to me.
Yeah, it's kind of par for the course for groups like this. Especially whenever we're hired to go handle some very difficult things that others can't. Chances are we might come back a little banged up or injured. Worst case
Honestly,
scenarios.
very nervous for my first mission. When that comes.
Ooh, you're going on it.
I don't know when.
Did you get accepted yet? Did you apply here?
Yes. Yes. I'd live here now.
Oh.
Oh wow.
I see. I guess that would explain why I started seeing you around recently then.
I used to run an adventuring guild, but I've never been an adventurer.
Used to?
It fell through.
I see.
It kind of exploded, literally, so. Yeah.
Explosions.
Is Bay or something else?
I ran an adventuring guild called Path.
Okay.
And there was eventually at some point, a strange portal showed up in well, under one of our lakes. Likely due to the ley line. It connected to
You're gonna love my
a
nuts.
completely different place. And at some point, it exploded. And it took the entire guild house with it. So
I
we
see.
closed the guild and disbanded. Some of them are here, actually.
Huh.
Are you okay about that? Have you, like,
Wait, you said
recovered?
Pathfinders? I remember seeing posters for that whenever I first came here.
I took them to as many places as I could.
Yeah, I thought about applying, but, back, where I'm from, I had originally applied to, this, group called Aegis. And, then
No,
moved.
I suppose we probably know the same AI.
Hybris?
Yes.
I see.
I at least used to be fairly close friends with. It's been a long time since we've talked.
It's been a long time since I've been there. They, at least from my perspective, they aren't what they say they are.
I know a few people who think that.
Nice.
But I don't really know much of Aegis as it is. I only know
I've only ever really met her once, and that was, for the interview.
She used to come to my tavern.
No. From my understanding of it, she's kind of, taken a step back and let, some of the other, leaders take hold for the meantime.
Probably for the best. She has kids now. She's married, or not married. Getting married, if I remember right.
I see.
At least the last time I saw her. She might be married now.
I didn't...
It's strange. The first time I met her, she was still coming to understand her emotions. I actually helped her through some of it.
Interesting. Small world, I guess.
Hello? What are you?
I think that I'm still technically on the roster as one of the recruits. It's just... they really haven't given me the time of day, so I'm not really, giving them one. They said they'd find a place for me, and they didn't, so...
Is your hide worth any gold?
Okay.
No.
Okay. Maybe that's not a. Okay. That's not a good way.
Mind
to
how close you get, please.
What?
I think they're sentient. And by think, I mean they're definitely sentient.
Most, things that come here are sentient, whether they be animals or humanoid. Or otherwise.
Oh yeah, Scaly.
I was more referring to this hexapedal, whatever that is over there.
Oh.
Yeah, I also saw that.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a dining table with legs. Oh, maybe not.
Scaly has a paw with legs.
He does, yes.
It's also a she, too, so in case that comes up.
Good to know.
I didn't mean any harm. Didn't mean bad. I
You know, it.
Never mind.
That's a concerning noise.
Yeah, sounded like it might have come from the med bay.
Maybe Higgs just sneezed again.
Oh.
I
don't know.
Sneezed again.
Yeah, he sneezed. It like was a black hole. It was terrifying. I had to make sure my tassel was still on. I thought it came off.
Alright.
Huh.
I'll have to make sure to tell him Gesundheit whenever he comes back out.
Or maybe if the wall blows open.
I think we got bigger problems if that ends up happening.
You can always take time to bless people.
Yeah.
People are moving.
I'm really interested about the magic tech things you were speaking of. Everything we have, anything that's usually machinery based, is only some sort of utility, not necessarily a tool or, I guess, any sort of weaponry. The only weaponry we have is all powered by strings.
Disconnects his arm and
We do have
tosses it at you.
gunpowder, but I catch it. What
prosthetic.
This is a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. You can actually peel the skin down the arm.
Yeah.
It's synth skin. It's not real.
Okay.
But
Where was this acquired?
it was custom made for me. I met someone fairly early on in coming to Zephyr and the surrounding areas. They kind of, I guess you could say, took a bit of pity on me. Because, like I mentioned, my old
Weaponry made out of this.
there is some, yes. I think I don't see them now, but the green one with the horns that was sitting here earlier.
Tech.
Yeah, tech. They have some weapons made out of Magitech, from what they tell me.
That's how I know that. Tech is the one who introduced me to the guild.
Yeah, but it was custom made. It originally this is actually a version I think 2.5. The first pair wasn't built for combat.
This one is?
That one is, yes, with some minor improvements on top of the original combat specifications. Originally, I wasn't actually planning on being a combatant type. But circumstances dictated the need to be, so after I blew out the joints in the elbow and the wrist of the original one.
It's a shame that we have to, like... Seems like so much aggressive stuff is out there. When you first go into the metaverse, you're just content, being around so many people and, getting new experiences. But then, people start killing each other a lot, and you gotta figure out what morals are really quickly.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't believe a lot of this kind of stuff existed. Back in Germany. Yeah, we don't have very many non-humans there. We have a few they're kind of referred to as demi-humans, beastkin. Does that help out?
Really common.
Yeah,
Not everywhere.
yeah.
In general.
we had enough to be not uncommon, but they weren't common, around Berlin. And, yeah, coming here, was scary at first. The demons and devils and angels and all of that were all very prevalent around that time. They've kind of, all, I guess, gone on their way and since then. But, yeah. Dragon people, lizard men, constructs. All very new. And, unfamiliar.
I mean, do you prefer it that way?
No, I don't think that I do. I think it's better knowing, the world as it is, and not as, my country wanted it to be.
Can be helpful knowing many different types of. A lot of other races, I guess, have unique abilities that no one else can really do.
Yeah.
I don't technically know what I am anymore. I don't know if I'm more leaning on human, construct, or somewhere in between.
Well,
But
if you were paper, I would. Paper isn't very conductive in of its own. So.
I couldn't. When I was a construct, I had no capability for casting magic. I could write enchantments, but I couldn't cast magic. Now.
Do you not have a mana pool?
I do now. The problem was before, I had a mana pool, but it was what kept me alive. Now, it's still what keeps me alive, but I need less of it. Because my blood is mana. Also, everything else.
Yes,
That's why I have the lines on. I think.
It's, kind of reminiscent of, my arm and leg. In that respect. Whenever I'm in a darker area, you can actually see the mana running through it. Even so, I'm mana dead, I think is the term. I have no mana pool, no magical circuits, none of that. Even the ability isn't magical, from what I've been told. Hi, Callie. Everything okay?
I had a fight.
In the arena? How did it go?
Nobody
Quick
won.
question to this round. Anybody up for a sparring match after day then?
I think that I can pass on that, thank you.
That's fine.
I don't fight.
That's fair.
I don't fight humans.
I'd like to, though.
But, is everything okay?
I need to talk to you. When you're done.
Yeah. If you'll excuse me.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I never caught your name.
My name is Quillpen. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Kassius Saur.
If you ever want to
Cass.
again,
Mm.
I'll be here.
Right. Yeah. Violet, it was pleasant meeting you. Maybe we'll work closely in the future.
I hope so.
It's away.
I need to sit down.
What's going on?
I wanna ask about when are we going to take patches to Itaoyashi?
I'm not exactly sure. I asked Patches to let me know, when she felt ready to go.
I wanna ask you, I think I should go too. I know everything, the direction. I know where to go.
Well, provided, Mr. Silver is available, I think we might end up being dropped right outside their house.
What if you aren't?
In that case, I was hoping that Patches would know the area well enough.
She doesn't know.
How do you know that?
She doesn't even know where she lives.
Fucking hard. What? Oh, thought there was someone behind me. It's just the voices in my head.
I can go.
What makes you think that she doesn't know where she lives?
I asked her before.
Then what was the memory that Ebon Flo pulled from her head of her house?
Of course she's gonna remember her house. She's not going to know how to get there.
Right.
Last time that we went to Hiraoyashi through a portal, we ended up at a train station.
Okay. But that shouldn't be an issue with, how Mr. Silver described how his portals work. He just needed a clear picture of where it's being dropped, and that's where it opens up at. With the memory pulled and shared with him, it should be
How are we
right
gonna
there.
get back?
I think that so long as I've only really seen him use his portals once, but as long as he maintains concentration on it, it stays open.
What if it doesn't?
Then I'm going to have to find another way back.
I know how to get you back. Because I fell asleep in that shrine. same one that Patches fell asleep in.
I recall you both talking about that, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that it would be a very good idea to involve you.
Why?
Because Val, Patches is your friend. It's a
That's why I wanna
situation.
go.
I understand that. But if things go bad, which there is a possibility it might, I don't know if I can keep two of you safe at once. I know what you're going to
I
say.
keep myself safe.
I understand that, but I'm pretty sure your armor's not rated to withstand firearms.
Nothing gonna happen. I'm human. Jingles aren't gonna get me.
I would still rather not take that risk.
You can't stop me from going.
I can't stop you going via other means, no. But I can stop you from going with us.
That's not gonna make a difference. I know what your solo looks like.
I'm sorry, what?
I know what your soul looks like. I can find you.
In this particular case, I'm going to ask that you not.
I'm not going to let you guys go there alone. I don't want to see you disappear.
I really doubt that I will.
You might. From here. If you get trapped, you won't know how to get back.
I will find a way.
I've never been there before.
I haven't been to many places before yet. I still keep coming back.
You don't know what you're up against.
No, I don't. But again, that's no difference than any other times that I go out on a mission for the guild. It's...
Different.
It might be different, yes. But again, I don't want to be the ones that's responsible if you get injured. I don't want to be the ones that put you in harm's way. I don't want to have the people that look after you come after me because you got hurt and I wasn't able to do anything about it. You don't know that.
I do.
I will agree to disagree on this one.
Do you even remember the trip when they took me to Hiroyashi? Do you remember?
No, I don't. I wasn't even involved in anything with that with you.
Why don't you remember?
I'm sorry, but that's not familiar to me. You keep asking why I don't remember something whenever I've not been involved with it.
You have. You should remember. I don't know why you don't. Why don't you remember? You should.
How can
Are you
I...
just pretending?
No, I'm not. How can I remember some things that I haven't even done? You ask me all of these things
You were
when...
there.
Things that I should know, but I don't know.
She takes off her glove. Starts peeling back her armor. It shows the scar from the curse that she had. Why don't you remember this?
I've not seen that before. How did you get that?
I was cursed by Urami. Unreal. You were there at the Misty Shore, the old guild hall. She attacked me at night. You were with Holly and Flint, or Ebb and Flow. Why don't you remember? I don't understand.
I don't understand why you think that I was. I have no memory
You were there.
of this.
You don't remember her throwing plate? You don't remember her throwing the white goo out of her mouth?
No.
I feel like that really hard to forget.
I'm sorry.
Why don't you remember?
I keep saying this. It's hard to remember some things that you were never involved with.
You were. You can ask Flo, Ebb and Flow. You can ask them. You were there. And not just me that no remember. I remember. And not just me that remember. There are more people. There are more people that remember.
I don't.
You can ask them. You can ask Holly. Ebb and Flow. Me. We were all there. All of us.
Don't think there's really a whole point in asking you whenever you are the one telling me this.
I can draw what she looked like if you don't remember. She pulls out like a piece of acrylic paper from her armor.
Kaz is
Slides
pulling
it
out a
on the
bottle of
table.
painkillers.
You okay?
No. I'm getting headaches at severe times.
Pulls out another piece of paper. She just lays it out on top of the drawing. Slides it over to you. Look. There's two pieces of paper. One of them has a drawing that she made, very crude, but very recognizable. The other one has an actual drawing that Urami made. It's crumpled up paper and written in charcoal, or at least a charcoal-like substance. Very similar to the stuff she left behind when you destroyed her. It has a familiar scent of soot. Hey. What's wrong? Do you need medical?
I just took a couple of took a few painkillers, and it'll just take a little bit for them to kick in.
Do you remember now? How don't you remember? I don't understand. Maybe the headaches are making you forget. Maybe that's why you forgot. Because of your headache. Maybe you wanted to forget.
Maybe. Right now, all Kaz is hearing is ringing. Yeah, I should seek some sort of medical.
I'll call them over. I'm gonna go get them.
I was thinking more an actual doctor.
We can go to the hospital.
You... I should be able to get there
I
on my
think the
own.
reason you're... If you die, Patches would never forgive me.
I'm not going to die. It's just a really bad headache. But possibly something that needs to be looked
You're having
into.
a stroke.
I don't smell burnt toast, and I can raise my right arm. I'm not having a stroke.
Hurry up. Something. I need to go with you. So you don't die.
I'm not going to die.
You might.
I won't.
You don't know that.
This isn't as bad as the headaches I've gotten through before. I almost had to cut a trip to Japan short because of that. Severe headache I've had.
Why does the headache only happen when I talk to you about this?
It's not just then. They just seem to really and bad. But again,
You should go to medical here for now, and then go to the hospital.
Val. Maybe go see if you can find one of the medical staff.
Okay.
Okay. It seems to be on a cooldown. I also feel a chair in your backpack.
Oh, there's a chair, huh? That's it. Monkey, is it still there?
The chair? Yeah, I feel a chair in your
I
backpack.
told them.
Alright. Okay.
The 2422s.
Hello, good sir. I've heard you need assistance.
Yeah.
Need an arm to get to the medical bay?
I can walk. Yes, I can walk on my own two legs.
Oh, wow.
Like in a half, I suppose I should say.
That racist. I also German. That also racist to me. You should stop.
Such you for Japanese.
While on our way, you wouldn't happen to be able to tell me what happened? Why are you injured?
Not injured. It's more this one wants me to get checked because of the headaches I'm having.
Ah, okay. Do you have a medic that is there currently, or do you want us to call someone?
I have no clue who's in the medical bay at the moment.
Everything's been on your end.
Alright.
Some grim news this morning, so I've been a tad,
I'll see to getting Dan. He should still be here. Have a seat anywhere in the med bay.
Right. Well, this is going to be fun.
I'll be right back.
You run so fast. Look at you go. I gotta catch up. You're zooming.
Hello there. God damn it, I hate it when it does that. Hello. Yeah, and it is kind of crazy. It's a select few people that are doing the Final Fantasy models for RP, but yeah. It's neat starting to see it show up.
Hello, someone called for a medic. It's me, Dan. Yo, what's up?
You're different.
What's your name? What was your name again?
You probably know me as Masquerade.
Masquerade.
Yeah.
I want to say Codicus, but no.
Kassius.
So, what seems to be the issue? Kassius. Apologies.
Kelly wanted me to get checked out because of the headaches I'm having.
Can you recall when these started happening, if I may ask?
Months.
Were they? Any signs of injuries, or is it some sort of? Or do you think it might be something not from an injury?
Daisy, come have a seat on the bed.
Not
Let
an
them do his
injury as far as I can recall. I hadn't exactly been on any missions.
Understood.
She holds out a
Any-
white ceramic
so-
plate with pickled ginger on it. Just holds it out to you.
Any sort of anything related to sickness, or was it might have been something from magic? And if it happened months ago, can you remember any event that happened back then that might have been the cause of it?
His head hurt when I remind him of things that he forgot.
It might be due to memories then. Unfortunately, with the mind and memories, that's not my forte. I'm given medicine to reduce the pain, but for something like that, you need to talk to someone with more expertise in that field.
Right.
Whether it be psionics or neurologists.
Yeah.
Apologies. For now, the best I can recommend is a bit of. I can recommend a bit of pain relief for the headache right now, but
I've already taking some. It's just
understood.
Hasn't kicked in yet.
Understood. But yes, you'll need to find an expert in the mind to help with memories.
Yeah, but
whether that be
to
doctors in other places.
to answer your original question, it's the first time it really popped up. It was a trip to Japan. We were in Kyoto at the time. It was almost bad enough that I sought medical attention over there.
Oh dear.
But they come and go at various times.
And if you have like some sort of connection to the place, if it's due to memories, but this is only a hypothesis right now.
Yeah, it was the first times that I've been to Japan, so I don't think it was anything memory related.
Then, not sure. Again, this is sadly out of my field.
Good, thank you.
If you're with, I don't know if you're with the scouts or not, but I know someone in there who can help. But if not, unfortunately, you may have to seek outside assistance. Because they don't have many mind-based doctors with a mind here. Neurologists, psionics, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's the best I know is ebb and flow, but
Scorpion! You should talk to them.
Not sure.
You should talk to them.
Currently laying in one of the beds over there.
Miss Ebb and Flow, yes, she's been. She has been injured from some stuff recently, and she's taking a rest. Same with others.
No one can
You can
talk to
see
them when
Ludric
they
right
wake
there.
up.
Indeed, I believe that may help. You're heading back home, Daisy? Alright, see you. Alright, bye-bye.
Good evening.
For context, that's my daughter. She just wants to see Dad work.
Let's see.
Why is your daughter a human?
Adoption. Oh no, I'm a human too. This is just like a funny polymorph form.
Yeah.
I can do medicals
me
just
off a
from too,
bit.
don't worry. Don't worry, I'm still Dan. Just funny polymorph happens on command because it helps me relax.
Alright.
But again, I believe you'll need to seek out a specialist for this. I apologize for being unable to help any further. But If any of you ever need more help, you know how to contact me. I'm usually on comms and stuff.
Right, and just for my knowledge in the future, you don't have any devices that do like surface or deep level scans or anything of that nature?
Probably have like a medical scanner here somewhere I could probably use, if that's okay.
It's more for their peace of mind than mine.
So you do not want to be scanned? Is that what I'm hearing?
It doesn't matter to me.
Mm.
Just know if it's electricity based, it might not survive.
Oh, yeah. Some things like MRIs and stuff usually use either like magnets or electricity, so I have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, magnetic resonance
Apologies.
imaging.
Understood.
And
I think for that, it would be better to consult an expert.
Yeah.
But stay well, Miss Masquerade.
Yeah.
You too, Cal.
Whenever I'm out of the armor, I'm Kassius.
Cassius, understood.
Yeah.
Stay well, you two. Suppose you can do more, but yes.
It's quite
Have a good one.
Okay.
For now, I'd recommend just taking it easy for now.
Yeah. It's starting to go.
Can I get my drawing back?
No, but at the same time, I respect anyone who does use a blade.
Both have some nerves here. I'm gonna sit here for a few more minutes. Continue to let the painkillers work.
I think I'm gonna go, but now that you're here, you should be okay. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to Patches.
I still do not want you coming along.
You can't stop me.
Yeah, gonna try and keep my distance from the zombies.
And that's where she's wrong. I need my phone. I need my phone. My phone. Because Kaz is messaging Holly as much as he doesn't fucking want to.
The only undead I'm used to is really just a couple of bones. I mean, no lucky.
Well, we're talking about zombies, so.
Oh. The last thing I can really remember is yeah, a certain group ended up doing some really horrid experiments, stitching the bodies together.
Ah, great. Some more of that. Yeah.
Yep, but instead, big man upstairs is now taking control.
Give me just a few minutes, guys.
There's actually someone who's actually making all of it.
Well, I wouldn't say making. I would say things that live there.
Sounds ominous.
I mean, every universe, every place, every dimension has its own form of society, or has its own form of place of ecosystem. That shit is its ecosystem. Its plants, its world. Everything is all down to its natural cause of physics. So it's taking
I'm
what
just
it can do.
imagining. Oh, I don't
Fucking
like
alright.
that.
Yeah, it makes you fucking realize that you think, people go magic and all this. No. It's fucking nature.
Yeah,
That's
no, the
what's
shit I had
fucking
to deal with was
diabolical.
caused by some dude, and that was localized to an island. I stayed the fuck away from there. Let somebody else handle that.
What is it, some fucking
but-
nutcase going?
Pretty much. Some doctor decided to start doing shit. Created zombies, I guess. I don't really know the whole story. Like I said, I got the fuck out of there before things progressed, because not really my cup of tea.
Well, there you go. Take my word for it. Not much cup of tea.
I know psychos. I know crazy people. I don't know zombies.
Why she keep all her crap?
No, if you know crazy people, then you'd be pretty good in a psycho ward and doing therapy in that way. Or do you mean the way taking care of them in a different sense?
Under the pillow?
Different
No, nothing.
sense, yeah.
Guys got it. The lad's got it. Any more left in this? Sweet. Oh, you gotta savor it. Every last moment counts.
I guess I've been just relaxing a bit too much today. The fuck?
Well, if they're having
There's a sunken ship. There's a sunken ship out in the water.
And that's cool. I want to see that. Wait, I'm not waterproof. Wait, oh shit.
Alright.
You know, waterproof.
Well,
sounds interesting, I guess.
You know what? If we end up going somewhere else, we should probably go outside and go to a local store or something and get ourselves some nice attire.
But he's not waterproof, Keith.
It's getting heavy.
Yeah, I've been planning to get something a little bit warmer than this.
You were like going against the cliffside. No,
A little bit better, too.
Yeah. I mean, if we end up want to do that sometime, I got time.
Hell yeah, why not?
Yeah, no, I know. No.
I want to find myself a big coat. I feel like that'd be kind of nice.
What was it, one of those trench coats, big coats, fellas on with a little cape at the end of you?
Typing is slow on the phone.
Well, it just makes you look like more of an... You know how you said to me about, going in big entrances? It makes you look like the big entrance. What do you wear?
I mean, I'm a pretty small guy altogether, so having something like that would be more of a relaxed kind of thing, rather than just, I mean, having some plating in there would probably be a smart idea, but I don't really want something that's too heavy.
Well, yeah, I
I'm
can
also not
definitely
really
recommend having
sure.
some sort of plate in there.
Because, yeah, I can, well, I can do this, so.
Well, you're lucky. I can't do jack shit like that.
Yeah, Oregon lets me do it. Don't really like wearing too much because it makes it harder.
I mean, how the fuck am I going to take this off anyway?
Can you not?
Well, I guess I gotta... Well, I can take it off. It's just a lot of the time I gotta be very careful because these pipes and everything are just filled with stuff that I don't fuck around and find out with. Unfortunately, I did, so I can take in the repercussion for it.
Fair enough.
Okay, so the message is follows.
Outside of,
No, I'm not dead.
zombies,
I'm
what
alive.
else do you do?
So, again, Kaz does not want to have to be sending this message because he really wants no contact with this person. But Kaz is messaging Holly, and the message is as follows. Callie is trying to get involved with me returning patches to her home. I do not want her coming along as I have no way to guarantee her safety if things do not go through as I'm hoping, which will be much less likely if she has one of her outbursts. Please make sure that she does not get involved with this. And notify yours as well, as I personally have no way of contacting him.
That's why I don't categorize it.
So there's that.
What about you, Rogue? You've been pretty quiet.
And sent.
I don't know that much about you yet. Well,
alright. So Cass sent the message. Of course, I'm not going to be doing that on stream with a live screen because, you know, DMs are personal and all that jazz. But yeah, that's the message I sent. Well, the message Cass sent. So, yeah. Oh, also Callie messaged me something, setting up a scene with Flint, which... honestly, I'm gonna tell you ain't gonna happen.
Mercenary work, bounty hunter.
Oh, is it
So a
busy
leader
man?
and a fighter then.
Pretty much. That's what I would say, leader and a fighter. That's you can really pinpoint it to.
It's a summary of everything you said.
Yeah, and operator counts too.
Fair enough.
That's a bit closer.
But yeah, Kaz isn't going to bother Ebb and Flow.
Of a group called the Starstruck Scouts. That's the
They're injured
I'm captain of now.
and need their energy to recover.
You mentioned that, and I met the Grady K9 with 4 arms. You
Kaz will bother people with small things if if they are in condition to be bothered. Since Ebb and Flow is injured, it ain't happening.
Red and orange hair, run by.
Oh.
Red and pink hair.
The way you said that, why you got your shorts on.
It's my niece.
I mean, I'm glad he
I was at
always
the
got
beach.
shorts on.
Okay,
fair.
good. It would have been a lot more easy if you said niece, not little girl. Kind of sounds.
Well, you don't know that how old my niece is, unless like what she looks like. Your little girl is an apt description. I don't know you. You don't even know my relationship to her. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Where is she? Have you seen her?
If she ran by, I haven't seen her.
Anyways, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
same.
you.
I'm just speaking honest.
Either way, though,
It's a little fishy.
A little bit,
Without context.
No, I'm going to let that be a surprise.
Because, like, I met him once, and all I know about him is he sells drugs, so...
That doesn't even help.
There she
It
is.
really doesn't.
There you are,
Oh.
Diana. Why'd you run away? I said I'd be right back. You got bored in the 20 seconds I was gone?
But anyways,
So,
one thing.
Oh, there's going to be so much drama involving this child.
Yeah, I know.
There's going to be so much drama involving this child.
Oh, by the way, Tech, this is Diana. This is Tech. This is my niece, but not by blood. More of like a family-friendly kind of situation. I'm friends with her
More of a
parents.
councilman.
I look after her.
He gets around, talks to people. Well, he's also the ambassador for the Scouts. So.
Yeah. Feels to me more like a governmental individual. That's kind of what it really speaks to me.
That's actually why we made him their security, because he knows so many people, has so many contacts, has his what's the word?
Has his way of
He's got
working
his foot in
get around.
He's got his foot in the pool for a lot of places.
Hell, I think he's booted off for a second.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense then.
And, Scouts, what is that?
Starstruck Scouts. It is. We're a ship for hire.
Oh. Like Hall?
In a row? I mean, I typically come for, Misty lobbies. Otherwise, I don't really do much RP unless if I've got something going on, like after the Misty lobby on Friday. We're going to have some fun. I might start doing Lotus again once I get certain models done.
This is one of our affiliate pins. It'll give you access to comms, access to the ship.
So yeah.
And if you're ever in a pickle, hit it. 30 seconds, you'll be on the ship.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So it's like a echo station. I could just press it, just pushes me somewhere else.
Yeah, but you don't have to die.
Well, you don't have to die
Well,
when
I
you
guess it
don't
makes
play the player. Do you?
it makes
Never
it a
really
lot
thought
more
about it.
easier on you. But you never really
Yeah.
thought of that? Like, you go in place to place, someone could just end up getting lost in the transportation.
Well, I mean, okay, so I've been reconstituted. That's the word I heard used like 3 times. So
I genuinely
I
want
don't
to
really-
learn about your family, where you come from,
Possible to
Malian
feed
clan.
another species out of trance.
I genuinely do.
Repeat that one, sorry.
Is it possible to teach another species how to trance like elves?
So what from what I found in trying to teach people is you can get kind of close. You can certainly teach them sort of the main component and essence of it, which is clearing your mind, resting up and such, and all that. But they usually, if they need sleep, they'll get sleep. That's the problem. You can't really replace the sleep with trance. You can teach them certainly that way of doing so if they'd like to meditate further than just meditating and trancing. Then you can teach them that to help clear their mind, keep awake and studious while in a.
And then this happened.
Yeah, no. I don't force myself on RP.
She didn't ask for any.
If I don't feel like it, I won't.
I would say when you do find that, well, there's
It
fence.
really is a biological thing.
You have my word. Alright. That sounds good then. Believe you me, we're not even sure if we do find a way to bring her back that she's gonna not want revenge, so it could go either way. We're taking a gamble on this. So.
Hmm.
thank you a lot.
I couldn't make it work.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, fair enough.
A lot of jobs,
Yeah,
a lot of places,
sounds like there's
a lot of free time.
a lot of spots to be filled.
Mm-hmm.
Well, either way.
Well, either way, I want to probably go ahead and go through a local store.
Gotta be more crazy than that. Like, for example, my good friend, Detective Garada of
Maybe. No. I would know. I would know. There's no way anything tampered with my head. I would know if something, yeah. I would know. What were they doing in Kyoto? Was this in vacation? What specifically? People seeing the sights. Shrines. Yeah, people are visiting these various shrines. Learning the history of some and what God say stood for. Or spirits, I guess. Oh, jeez, my head still hurts. Maybe these headaches aren't normal. Yeah, maybe they're not normal. Maybe my ability? What little I do know about it. It's possible. Yeah. Maybe I will stop at a hospital on the way back. I am going to have to warn them that I might fry whatever equipment they use. But things like MRI machines and CAT scans and things of that nature. This ability's going to interfere. Even if I do try to turn it down as much as possible. Since I'm not going to give consistent results or an accurate scan. What else could be used? Elephant x-rays? No. It's something that... No, I don't think x-rays would work for... No, not for the brain. Not unless if I was frying parts of my brain into solid lumps. But I think I would be having other issues. Mm. I don't know. I guess the best I can do is try. But if I fry one of their pieces of equipment, that's going to be expensive to replace, especially if I've worn them beforehand. No. Can't do that. Hmm. No. Since mostly subsided. I was really enjoying that conversation with Quill. It's a guy in the armor. Don't know his name. But still, constructs that became flesh and blood. Fascinating. So they're going to be closing up soon. I might just well go home. It's gotten awfully quiet, so...
What do you mean by you're a licensed chiropractor?
I can fix this. Just don't worry about it. I can fix it.
I wanna go back to baby.
better now, Mama. All better.
I wish we could return to normal, please. Please.
Please tell me that's a side effect of one of his potions.
My hands are slippery.
No, I don't think so. Wait. He just... Why are we crucifying Skeely?
That's not crucifying, that's putting him on the rack.
You're not a licensed chiropractor, you're a fucking witch! Go back, please, I beg of you, please go back. Please go back. I return to my farm. What the fuck? That's not Skeely. Where the hell am I?
I think I'm leaving.
Have a good evening.
Fine, I'm alive. I just need a moment. Are you doing this, brother? No. Come on, let's do some deadlifts. Come here, brother. I could use you as a dumbbell.
Just full of shenanigans. Magic. Weird.
Oh my god.
That was positively horrifying.
Ain't that the truth? Ah, right.
And Scar, and yeah.
Please.
It's alright.
It's over now. We just have to clean up.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Welcome to the Misty Shore, where weirdness abounds. But no, I'm good. As far as the 10 different things every day, no, I don't do that. IRP Kaz. I'll be bringing a certain special boya back soon, so, yeah. We'll have fun with that. But, yeah, we're done for the evening. It quieted down pretty severely, so that's going to be that. Nobody else there that Kaz wished to speak to. But yeah. We'll definitely be back Friday. Might do something tomorrow, but definitely going to be back Friday. So, until the next time, and as always, stay safe and have a good one. Goodbye.